Welcome back to the Success Portal. With me, Dr. Franklin, life strategist. In this video, I will be talking to you as a continuation of a previous video I did on your mouth and your success. So this is a part 2. And in the last video that I made, I talked about the importance of watching what you say, as your words have power, presence, and no geographical limitation. So some people may say that they don't say anything negative concerning their lives. They don't really say that much, so they probably are not at a disadvantage as in saying anything negative. But saying nothing as well about your success may not actually set you back, but it does not put you at any advantage. It almost like sets you in a neutral position. So there is something amazing about words and confessions and speaking to yourself, speaking positive words about your life and your ambitions in life. It's kind of mystical and there's something like strange about it, but in honest truth, words are powerful, and psychologists have proved that when someone is always thinking negatively and speaking down to themselves, it does have a certain impact on how they perform and their overall health. The importance of watching your words and making positive confessions dates back to many thousands of years ago. And in my research on this topic, I've watched a couple of documentaries, and of note, the ancient Egyptians often uttered positive words concerning their lives and their families. And as you know, the Egyptians were quite accomplished and were one of the most advanced civilizations in humanity. And they were quite advanced, but however, they knew that there were certain things that they were not able to control. And one of the things that they were afraid of was chaos. And chaos they defined as natural disasters or things that they could not control. So as a result of that, they sought to tap in to an unseen realm through positive confessions, and they would write prayers, they would write all sorts of things concerning what they wanted to happen in their lives and what they didn't want to happen. And in one instance, from one documentary, archaeologists found notes and letters of prayers and words that one would speak of. A man had spoken over his family, and he would speak for protection over his family and speak that sickness would not come near his family and that good fortune would come to him, and that people who were out to destroy him would not have power over him. And this really interested me, and I really found it quite interesting how these sophisticated people would often almost do this ritualistically and make positive confessions concerning their family lives, concerning their endeavors in life. And also in different religions throughout the world, you will find that when people consult spiritual leaders, there are certain words that are spoken during those consultations. Sometimes this can be words of blessing over the one who seeks guidance of some sort. So words are very powerful, and when people would come to these spiritual leaders, they would seek counsel, and they would also seek a sort of benediction over their lives, because they believe that the speaking over of these words had some sort of influence in their way, or opening up doors for them, or granting them a certain level of protection. And in the Holy Book, Christ says that if you say to this mountain, be thou removed and be cast into the sea, he said, and if you don't doubt in your heart, it would happen. And he would say, you will have whatever you say. So there is something so powerful about what you actually say. And I was also listening to the former Miss Universe on TV a couple of days ago, when she was reflecting back to her journey to being Miss Universe. And she was asked the question that does she like to sing? And she said that she liked to sing, and one of the things that she would do ritualistically every morning was to say that she was beautiful and she was wonderful, and she appreciated how she looked. And I just want to play you a small clip of that right now, of what she actually said. Watch this and pay attention to her words.
What's been your go-to song this week?
You know, Steve, to pay off my singing, I like to self-affirm every morning. I look at myself in the mirror and I say, you're beautiful, you're capable, and you're intelligent. So this week I was listening to Brown Skin Girl just to activate that black girl magic.
Yes. Thank you, South Africa.
Thank you, Steve.
And we know that Zosie ended up winning and becoming Miss Universe of 2020 to 2021. And she proclaims that women that looked like her were not considered as beautiful before. And she would not have expected to have been selected to win at such a huge beauty contest of this nature on an international platform. And then she began to declare and say that gone are the days that someone who looked like her would not be considered beautiful, because she is unique in her own right. And I want you to watch this clip as well, as she speaks out her first few words after being crowned Miss Universe. Listen in.
I grew up in a world where a woman who looks like me, with my kind of skin and my kind of hair, was never considered to be beautiful. And I think that it is time that that stops today. I want children to look at me and see my face, and I want them to see their faces reflected in my...
So then my question would be is, if Zosie was not speaking to herself every single day, acknowledging that she was beautiful, acknowledging that she was capable, would she have gone on to compete at a national level in her country, in South Africa? Would she have had the guts of standing on a stage and competing with her natural hair and, you know, with her natural looks, and not having changed a lot about how she looks, if she never spoke to herself and encouraged herself and had a good self-esteem of herself? Would she have been able to stand on an international platform and compete with different women all over the world if she ever thought that she was not beautiful? Surely words are powerful. The words that she continued to speak to herself helped her build up a healthy self-esteem within her. They helped her to see herself each and every day as beautiful. People around her, friends and the society, might have not thought that she was beautiful, but because she continued to speak out her beauty and acknowledge it, eventually the entire world saw her beauty. And I must tell you, and I must say, and I must be honest, many people that I heard say that they didn't actually think she deserved to be represent South Africa. And some people did not think she deserved to have won Miss Universe. But as time went on, the more we looked at Zozi, the more we began to see a beauty, the beauty in her heart, and also the beauty that she has outwardly. Lastly, I just want to tell you a testimonial of a gentleman that I've known for about 5 years. And about 3 years ago, he told me how he began to make positive confessions each and every morning, speaking that finances would come to him, he'll be able to meet his needs, the needs of his family, his wife and 3 kids, and that he would not lack anything, and that he would become a millionaire. He did that every day, speaking it out, visualizing it, and this year he managed to buy his very own private jet, and he managed to achieve what most people will not be able to achieve in their lifetime, especially in the midst of a terrible pandemic that we're in now, where economies are being shaken all over the world, people are losing jobs, and world leaders are really between a rock and a hard place. But this man was able to advance, and he did not do this through unscrupulous means, but through wise investing and taking calculated risks. He was able to achieve this. So I want to tell you that words are powerful, and words can secure your future and actually establish what you desire, regardless of the global climate or what is happening around you. Look at how he managed to buy a private jet in the midst of economic turmoil. Thank you so much for listening to me. This is Dr. Franklin, Life Strategist. Till next time, goodbye. And keep saying positive things concerning your life, for the results are just around the corner.